My beloved, pause for a breath. Feel how you arrived here without forcing, without searching, without knowing why. This is not an accident. This is not a coincidence wrapped in chance. This message has found you because the moment has found you. You have been seen, quietly and completely, and the timing is precise. Something within you already knows this. You felt it before the words began, like a soft warmth behind the heart, like recognition. You are not wandering, you are being guided. And the picture before you, the sense of a place calling your name, is not imagination. It is a whisper of where you are going. Stay with this message, precious soul. Let it arrive fully, because it has crossed unseen distances to reach you now. My beloved, do you feel it? The quiet stirrings within you that you have tried to ignore? These are not random feelings, fleeting and meaningless. No, they are whispers from the depths of your own soul, softly nudging you, gently reminding you that something is shifting. You may have noticed these signs when no one else did, an unusual restlessness as you move through your day, a small but persistent unease that tugs at your heart during ordinary moments, an invisible weight that presses gently against your spirit, urging you to pause, to listen, to awaken. These subtle warnings are not meant to frighten you, my dear one. They are meant to guide you. They are gentle markers along the path that is quietly forming before you, telling you that your life is on the verge of transformation, that the winds of change have already begun to stir. Perhaps you have dismissed them, telling yourself it is only stress, only fatigue, only the ordinary burdens of life. You may have thought that if you ignore them long enough, they will fade, and yet they persist. They return in quiet, persistent ways that cannot be overlooked, a lingering thought that appears at unexpected moments, a recurring dream that stirs feelings you cannot yet name, a soft, almost imperceptible intuition that tugs at the edge of your mind. These are not coincidences. These are the gentle brushstrokes of destiny, drawing your attention to what your mind may not yet fully understand. You may not even recognize them as signs at first. They are subtle, woven into the rhythms of your daily life, like a secret melody meant only for you to hear. You may feel them in your body, this inner signaling that all is not as it has been. Perhaps there is a tension in your chest, a pressure that rises when you are faced with choices that feel ordinary but carry unseen weight. Perhaps your stomach twists in ways you cannot explain, or your head becomes a quiet storm of questions that seem to have no answers. This is not weakness, my beloved. It is not indecision. It is your soul speaking, softly, insistently, through the vessel of your own being, calling you toward awareness. Pay attention to these inner stirrings. They are not errors or random impulses. They are signs, whispers from the hidden currents of your life, telling you that the old ways of moving, of thinking, of being, are no longer aligned with who you are becoming. And there is more. You may have felt moments when life itself seems slightly out of rhythm, small glitches that leave you unsettled. Perhaps the people around you seem to misunderstand you more than usual, or doors that once opened easily now close without explanation. Perhaps your plans meet delays that feel inexplicable, or you are confronted with obstacles that appear minor, but are strangely persistent. Do not be discouraged by these experiences, my dear one. They are not punishments or signs of failure. They are the universe's way of gently redirecting you, of creating space for what is to come. They are subtle, yes, but they are also profound. They are evidence that the quiet forces of life are at work, shaping circumstances, aligning energies, and preparing you for the shift that is approaching. You may also feel an internal tension between two parts of yourself, one that desires the comfort of familiarity, the known patterns, the routines that have carried you so far, and another part, quieter but more insistent, that is calling you forward into the unknown. This inner dialogue can be disorienting, even exhausting. You may feel pulled in different directions simultaneously, and yet this is exactly how the soul speaks. It is how it tells you that the old is no longer sufficient, and that new opportunities, new spaces, and new energies are reaching toward you, waiting for your recognition. Do not dismiss these feelings, my beloved. They are sacred markers of alignment. They are proof that you are awake, that your spirit is aware, and that your destiny is gently calling your attention. Perhaps dreams have begun to appear more vividly than before, carrying imagery or feelings that linger long after you awaken. Perhaps you see places, faces, or paths in your mind's eye that seem unfamiliar. But stir something deep inside, a memory not from this life, a recognition of what could be. These are not accidental visions, they are spiritual nudges, messages encoded in the language of your soul, encouraging you to pay attention to what is emerging. Your intuition is awakening in layers you may not have realized, teaching you to discern, to trust, and to move with the subtle currents of life rather than against them. And even in moments of quiet, when the world seems still, and your heart is heavy with the weight of contemplation, there is a sense of urgency that lingers. It is not loud, it does not demand, it simply exists, a gentle insistence, a soft pulse, as if your very being knows that the time for waiting is over. The signs are cumulative, my dear one. Each small nudge, each quiet thought, each feeling of unease, building together into a rhythm you can no longer ignore. They are telling you, ever so gently, that the life you have been living is giving way to the life that is ready to receive you. The shift is happening within, and it is mirrored without. Your awareness, your sensitivity, your ability to notice these signs, is itself proof that the change is approaching. You are being called to listen more deeply than you ever have before, not with your eyes, not with your ears, but with your heart. This is the language of the soul. It is subtle, it is persistent, and it is always loving. These inner signs, these quiet warnings, are gifts. They are the universe's way of preparing you for what is to come, gently steering you toward the threshold where the familiar ends and the extraordinary begins. So, precious soul, hold your awareness lightly, but hold it firmly. Notice the patterns that appear again and again. Trust the feelings that arise even when they do not make sense. Honor the inner guidance that whispers to you in moments of stillness. These subtle signs are the harbingers of the shift, the proof that destiny is quietly arranging itself in your favor. Do not ignore them. Receive them fully. Let them awaken you. Let them guide you to the place that has already been chosen for you. The currents of life are moving, quietly, lovingly, inevitably, and you are being called to step in alignment with them. Your intuition is not mistaken, your feelings are not random, and your soul has been preparing you for this exact moment, this exact awakening. My beloved, do you feel the quiet orchestration happening behind the scenes of your life? It is not always visible, not always loud, but it is real. What you see, what you notice, and what you expect are only fragments of a larger sacred pattern being woven carefully around you. There is a hidden movement at work, one that has been shaping your path long before you even imagined it. You may have sensed it in small ways, an opportunity arriving at the right moment, a meeting with someone who seems ordinary yet carries subtle significance, a coincidence that feels more like a nudge from the unseen. These are the currents of destiny moving, my dear one, and though you cannot always see them, they are guiding you toward what has been waiting for you all along. Perhaps you have felt delays or diversions, moments when life seemed to pause or doors seemed to close without explanation. You may have felt frustration, longing, even despair, as if the universe were testing your patience or denying you what you wanted. But these pauses are not obstacles. They are not signs of rejection or failure. They are a sacred alignment, moments in which the universe has been quietly preparing the way for you. Every delay, every detour, every shift in timing has purpose. It is the gentle unfolding of something greater than the small, hurried timeline your mind has imagined. You are not late, my beloved. You are exactly where you are meant to be, in the perfect place to receive what is coming. Even now, unseen hands are moving in your favor. Threads you cannot perceive are being pulled together in perfect arrangement. Perhaps there have been prayers whispered in secret, dreams held in quiet hope, intentions set with trembling heart. These prayers, these hopes, these subtle acts of trust have not been forgotten. They are being gathered, carefully woven into the fabric of your destiny. What seemed like waiting was actually preparation. What seemed like stagnation was actually alignment. The unseen has been orchestrating the conditions so that when the moment arrives it will arrive perfectly, without chaos, without confusion, without strain. All the small, seemingly inconsequential events have meaning, my dear one, and they are all guiding you toward your next chapter. The world you see with your eyes is only part of the story. Behind it, a quiet energy has been arranging itself to meet you exactly where you are. Perhaps opportunities that once felt out of reach are slowly opening, or doors that once seemed locked are beginning to shift on their hinges. Perhaps people who were meant to support you, to guide you, or to illuminate your path, are being positioned in ways you do not yet notice. Every alignment, every preparation, every small sign is intentional. Life is speaking to you in the language of timing, of synchronicity, of resonance. The shift is not random, it is not chaos, it is careful, loving, deliberate movement toward a destiny that has always known you. You may wonder, my dear one, why these movements are hidden, why they are subtle and not more obvious. The answer is simple: readiness. Destiny waits for readiness. The universe waits until the soul is prepared, until the heart is open, until the mind is aligned with the wisdom that has been quietly awakening within you. If the shift were to arrive before you were prepared, it might overwhelm you, frighten you, or be lost to fear or doubt. But now, my beloved, you have reached a threshold. Your inner awareness, your resilience, your intuition, and your quiet courage have matured. You are ready to meet what has been waiting for you. The hidden movement has prepared a path that honors your readiness, that meets you where you are, and that supports you in stepping fully into the life that aligns with your truest self. Notice, too, that the hidden movement often comes disguised as ordinary life. It is not always dramatic, it is often quiet, subtle, almost invisible. It is the gentle shift of circumstances, the soft alignment of hearts and minds, the unperceived coordination of timing that allows everything to fall into place exactly when it is meant to. The miracle of this hidden orchestration is that it is precise, even if it feels mysterious. It is unseen, even if it leaves traces in your everyday life. It is deliberate, even if you cannot yet explain how or why. The universe has always known what you are capable of receiving, what your heart is prepared to hold, and what your soul is ready to embrace. This hidden movement is not random. It is a love letter written in the language of timing, alignment, and grace. You may also notice that certain experiences, once difficult, have served to strengthen you, refine your discernment, and awaken your inner knowing. These moments were not mistakes, missteps, or punishments. They were training, preparation, and alignment. Each hardship, each test, each moment of doubt has been a teacher, shaping you to meet the shift with courage, clarity, and faith. The hidden movement has been quietly waiting for the moment when your heart has learned the strength it needs, when your spirit has discovered the trust it requires, and when your mind has recognized the value of patience. All of this is part of the sacred choreography, a gentle, unseen orchestration that has been moving toward this very moment, this very threshold, where you now stand. So, precious soul, hold this knowledge close. Know that you are not subject to randomness, that you are not at the mercy of chance. There is a careful, loving hand moving behind the scenes, aligning everything, shaping every moment, guiding every step, and drawing all things toward the place where you are meant to be. Your prayers, your intentions, your quiet hopes, your resilience, your openness, they have all been seen, they have all been gathered, arranged, and prepared to bring you to the next chapter of your life. You are ready, even if you do not yet feel it fully. You are aligned, even if you cannot yet see it. And soon, my beloved, the hidden movement will become visible. Soon, the threads that have been quietly pulled will reveal a path that is unmistakably yours. Everything is moving in your favor. Everything is aligning for your highest good. Trust the unseen. Trust the quiet preparation. Trust the rhythm of your own heart and the signs that arise around you. Destiny is coming, not because you forced it, not because you earned it, but because it has always been waiting for you. And now, my dear one, it is nearly time for you to step into it fully, to receive it, and to walk the path that has been prepared with love, care, and divine attention. My precious soul, listen carefully now, for you are standing at a threshold unlike any you have faced before. It is quiet here, almost imperceptible, yet it hums with meaning. The air around you feels charged, not with fear, not with alarm, but with possibility, with the gentle insistence of destiny awaiting your recognition. You may not see it fully, and you may not feel ready, but the choice before you is real. It is a turning point, a sacred moment that calls you to acknowledge your own courage, your own wisdom, and the power that has always resided quietly within you. This is the moment when the path of your life curves, when the direction of your soul's journey pivots, when one decision opens a door to what has been waiting patiently, silently, lovingly for your attention. You may feel torn, and that is natural. One path stretches before you like the familiar contours of home, the comfortable routines, the known rhythms, the safety of what you have always relied upon. It does not demand courage, it does not call for trust beyond what is ordinary. It is familiar, and that familiarity is comforting, even soothing. There is nothing wrong with this path, and there is nothing wrong with seeking peace. Yet, my dear one, the other path calls to something far deeper within you. It calls to growth, to expansion, to faith, to the parts of yourself you may have buried or doubted. It calls to the life you were meant to live. The life you have already been preparing for, even if you did not realize it. It calls you toward the place the picture before you hints at, the life your intuition has quietly shown you, the shift your soul has longed for. Perhaps you hesitate because the unknown is daunting. Perhaps fear whispers in the soft corners of your mind, asking, "What if it is too much?" or "What if I fail?" Yet, precious soul, consider this. What if the greatest risk is not in moving forward, but in remaining where you are, waiting, delaying, shrinking into safety, when your heart has already reached for something more? Fear is not the enemy. Fear is a messenger, a signal that the choice before you is real and meaningful. It tells you that what lies ahead carries power, transformation, and the promise of alignment with your true self. To feel fear in this moment is proof that you are on the threshold of something extraordinary, something that has been quietly arranged for your arrival. And yes, comfort has its place, but it is not the place that will grow you. The familiar may feel safe, but it cannot teach the lessons your soul seeks. The familiar cannot open the door to the vision that waits for you. It is in choosing faith over fear, courage over hesitation, trust over doubt, that you step into alignment with the life that has been quietly orchestrated for you. This is your moment to lean into your inner knowing, to honor the small nudges you have felt, the intuition that has whispered in your ear, the inner light that has flickered persistently. Even when the world around you seemed to demand distraction, skepticism, or conformity. Consider, my beloved, the weight of delay. There is no judgment in the universe for hesitation, yet the flow of destiny waits for the one who chooses. Waiting does not stop the shift, but it does make the path heavier, more tangled, more difficult. The longer you linger, the more the familiar will seem to anchor you in place, the more doubts will accumulate, and the more courage will feel distant. This is not punishment, it is the natural rhythm of life. Choice is sacred. Yet to fully embrace the opportunity before you, the gift that has been quietly prepared, requires stepping forward now, not later, with the heart ready, with the trust awake, and with the courage that has always been within you. You are not being called to reckless action. You are being asked to move deliberately, to align with your inner guidance, to choose the path that resonates with the deep truth of your being. Listen to the quiet voice within, the one that knows the landscape of your soul, the one that sees beyond the familiar and the comfortable, the one that has been gently whispering toward this moment for months, perhaps years, perhaps lifetimes. That voice is your compass, your guide, your connection to the hidden forces of destiny that have been moving in your favor, even when you could not perceive them. Trust it, follow it, lean into it with the reverence it deserves. This is also a moment of empowerment. To stand at this threshold, and to see the choice clearly, is to recognize your own agency, your own strength, your own role in shaping the life you are about to inhabit. You are not a passive traveler in the currents of fate. You are a co-creator, a participant, a soul whose decisions shape not only your path, but the ripples that extend outward, touching every corner of your existence. The turning point is not merely about movement, it is about awakening to the responsibility and the gift of choice. When you choose courage, when you choose faith, when you step into what is calling you, you are affirming your worth, your power, and your readiness to receive the alignment that has been patiently waiting for you. So now, precious soul, look at the two paths before you. One offers comfort and the familiar embrace of what you know. The other offers growth, transformation, and alignment with your highest good. One may feel easier, more certain, more predictable. The other may feel uncertain, even intimidating, yet it vibrates with possibility, with destiny, with life calling your name. The choice is yours to make. Yet know this: the moment is sacred, the window is open, the shift has arrived. Hesitation may linger, but the call of your soul is louder, clearer, and more insistent than any fear. Hold this in your heart. You were born for this choice. You were prepared for this threshold. The path that awaits is not just a place, it is a reflection of your courage, your readiness, and your faith in yourself. Do not delay, my beloved. Receive the quiet urging, trust the soft insistence, and step into the path that aligns with your soul's deepest knowing. This is your turning point, your sacred invitation, your moment to choose alignment, trust, and love. Step forward, and feel the hidden currents lift you toward the life that has been waiting for you all along. My beloved, now comes the tender work of letting go. It may feel heavy at first, as though a part of you is being asked to release what you have held so long. And in truth, a part of you will grieve, but this is not loss in the way your mind fears. This is sacred clearing, preparation for the life that has been quietly waiting for you. Every habit, every thought pattern, every attachment that no longer serves your highest good, has been a part of your journey, teaching you, guiding you, shaping you. Now it is time to lay them down, not with sorrow or regret, but with gratitude. Each release is a space created, a gift to your future self, a gentle invitation for what is ready to emerge. Notice the thoughts that cling to the past, the stories you tell yourself about what you should hold on to, the identities that feel safe simply because they are familiar. These are not your enemies. They are echoes of comfort and survival. They have carried you through seasons of uncertainty, of growth, of challenge, and of quiet triumphs. Yet they are no longer aligned with the place you are about to move toward. They were meant to be temporary companions, not permanent residences. Precious soul, it is time to honor their service, bow to their presence in your life, and gently release them so that your spirit may expand. You may feel resistance. That is natural. The mind fears emptiness, and the heart fears change. It is as if the act of letting go exposes a vulnerability that feels unsafe, as though moving forward requires leaving pieces of yourself behind. And yet, my dear one, it is in releasing that you create the most fertile ground for growth. To hold on to what has outlived its purpose is to carry weight that dims your light, constricts your freedom, and slows the unfolding of your destiny. The old must fall away so that the new may arrive, so that the life, the place, the opportunities and the love that have been waiting can enter fully, without resistance. Think of it this way: the universe is always making space for you, even when you do not see it. It clears a path, removes obstacles and aligns energies in anticipation of your arrival. But the clearing is not complete until you release what you carry within. Every attachment, every habit, every belief that no longer reflects who you are becoming takes up space in your spirit. It quietly asks for attention, and it quietly limits your expansion. By letting go, you are not losing yourself. You are stepping into a truer version of yourself. You are claiming the room that has been prepared for you in the unseen world, for the life that has been calling you forward, for the shift that has already begun within you. Some of what you release will feel like old relationships, the connections that have been comfortable but stagnant, the people who have been part of your story but are no longer aligned with your journey. Release is not rejection, my beloved. It is recognition of growth. It is the acknowledgement that the energy you carry must harmonize with the energy that surrounds you. Some relationships cannot move with you to the new space, not because they are unworthy, but because your paths are no longer intertwined in the same rhythm. Let them go gently, bless them quietly in your heart for the lessons, the love, the laughter, and the shared experiences. Then, release them with trust, knowing that new connections, more aligned and more nourishing, are waiting to meet you. Other releases may be subtler, invisible to the outside world, but no less profound. Old mindsets, limiting beliefs, fears that whisper doubt into your ear, patterns of thinking that have kept you small. All of these require letting go. You may have carried them for years, unknowingly allowing them to shape your choices, to dictate what feels possible, to dim the radiance of your own spirit. Now is the time to unburden yourself. Speak gently to these patterns. Thank them for their service. Then, allow them to drift away, like leaves carried by a river, knowing they no longer belong to your path. By clearing this internal space, you make room for clarity, for inspiration, for intuition to flow freely. You make room for the energy of the new place, the life, the home, the alignment that is calling you forward. Remember, this process is not instantaneous. It may take moments, hours, days, or even months of gentle attention. You may return to old attachments, old habits, old thoughts, only to realize they no longer hold sway over you. Be patient with yourself. Be tender. Releasing is not about perfection. It is about intention. It is about choosing, moment by moment, to align with what serves your highest good. Each conscious release, each surrender, each act of letting go is a declaration to the universe that you are ready, that you are open, that you are trusting the path that has been prepared for you. And as you release, you will feel a lightness, a quiet expansion within. You will notice the space where there was once resistance, the freedom where there was once heaviness, the calm that replaces tension. This is the sacred reward of letting go. The room to receive, the clarity to see, the ability to step forward without the weight of the past slowing your steps. The new life, the place you are being called to, the space your soul has been preparing for, requires this reading. It requires your willingness to surrender what no longer serves you, to trust what is unseen, and to honor the flow of change with grace and openness. So, my dear one, breathe deeply, feel your heart, feel your spirit, and know that everything you release is not lost. It is transformed, it is honored, and it is released in love. The old has served its purpose. The new is ready to receive you. Step forward with intention, with faith, and with the knowledge that by releasing, you are making sacred space for the life that has been waiting for you all along. Trust that the emptiness is not void, it is invitation. Trust that the clearing is not absence, it is preparation. And know, my beloved, that in every act of release, you are moving closer to the fullness of who you are meant to be. My precious soul, take a moment and feel the gentle support that surrounds you, even now. It is quiet, yet powerful. It is unseen yet tangible to the heart that chooses to feel it. You are not walking this path alone. Never have you been, and never will you be. Though the world may sometimes feel heavy, Though the journey may sometimes feel uncertain, you are held in a field of protection, guided by forces that know you more deeply than you know yourself. These forces do not rush you. They do not overwhelm you. They simply exist, waiting for your awareness, offering you comfort, guidance and reassurance in every moment. You may have doubted this protection. You may have questioned whether anyone or anything watches over the details of your life, especially the smallest, quietest movements of your heart. But I tell you now, beloved, nothing about you is unnoticed. Every sigh, every thought, every prayer, every quiet hope is seen, every tear, every moment of longing, every instant of hesitation is held tenderly. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are guided, and your guidance has always been present, even when it felt distant or invisible. The unseen currents of life are constantly arranging themselves in your favor, aligning circumstances, opening doors, and creating pathways that will meet your heart exactly where it is and where it needs to go. There is a sacred intelligence that flows through your life, one that whispers, nudges, and gently corrects your course without ever forcing it. You have felt it before in moments of quiet intuition, when a decision suddenly felt right without explanation, when a meeting or opportunity arrived seemingly by chance, when a small sign appeared that made your heart skip. These are not coincidences, my beloved. They are confirmations. They are the language of guidance, speaking to you in symbols, in timing, in feelings that the mind cannot always articulate. Learn to recognize them. Learn to trust them. The more you attune yourself to this inner wisdom, the clearer the path will become, and the more confident your steps will feel. You may notice these signs in subtle ways, through the people who cross your path, through small coincidences that feel almost miraculous, through moments when your intuition whispers, "This is the way." They may arrive as words of encouragement, as a sudden insight, as a gentle feeling of peace settling in your chest. Pay attention. These are the markers that guide you along the sacred flow of life. They are the compass by which your soul navigates the unseen. They are quiet, loving reminders that you are never lost, that you are never alone, that your journey is unfolding according to a divine plan that respects your pace, your readiness, and your capacity for growth. And yet, my beloved, reassurance does not mean that you will never face uncertainty or difficulty. It does not mean that the path will be without moments that test your courage. What it does mean is that you are supported in every step, that guidance is always available, and that protection surrounds you even in the moments when fear or doubt attempts to cloud your heart. You are enveloped in this protection, not as a shield from experience, but as a companion through it. It is like a quiet hand resting on your shoulder, steady and unwavering, encouraging you to trust yourself, to trust the journey, and to trust the unseen that has been preparing this moment for you all along. Your intuition, my dear one, is one of the most powerful tools you have. It has been awakened slowly, gently, and persistently throughout your life, and it is now ready to guide you with precision. That subtle inner voice, that quiet knowing, is never wrong. It is attuned to the energies that surround you, to the currents that move behind the veil of ordinary life, and to the alignment that is preparing to welcome you. Pay attention to the feelings that arise in moments of stillness, the thoughts that persist in the quiet, the impulses that beckon your heart toward clarity, growth, and alignment. They are your personal signposts, your sacred map, your connection to guidance that transcends the ordinary. Even in moments when you cannot understand why things are unfolding the way they are, even when you feel uncertainty pressing against your heart, trust that protection exists. It is not always visible in the ways the mind expects, but it is there, in every bria, in every quiet encounter, in every coincidence that leaves your heart lifted. You are being guided gently, quietly, and always lovingly toward the place in the life that aligns with your deepest truth. You are never without support, and you are never without direction. It exists, quietly, patiently, and with infinite care, waiting for you to notice, to trust, and to step fully into the alignment that is already arranged for you. Precious soul, remember also that guidance often arrives when you are still, when you are open, when you are quiet. The world outside may clamor for your attention, but it is in the inner spaces of reflection, contemplation, and listening that you receive the clearest directions. Moments of pause, meditation, or even gentle observation of your surroundings are not wasted. They are moments in which the unseen can communicate with you most fully. The small signs, the gentle nudges, the soft promptings you feel are not random. They are your own connection to wisdom that is infinite, patient, and always aligned with your highest good. So, my dear one, let your heart be calm. Let your spirit feel the quiet embrace of protection. Notice how even in uncertainty, even in waiting, even in the unknown, you are held. Notice how every step you take is accompanied by guidance, whether subtle or unmistakable. Receive it fully, without doubt or hesitation. Trust the whispers, the signs, the gentle confirmations that appear along your path. You are not alone. You are seen. You are loved. You are guided. And with every step, the currents of protection and guidance carry you closer to the life, the place, and the alignment that your soul has long been preparing. To receive, my beloved, now is the moment to remember who you truly are. You have journeyed far, through seasons of quiet reflection, through times of waiting, through moments when the world seemed to move faster than your heart could follow. And yet, here you are, still present, still open, still luminous in ways even you may not fully see. Within you lies a strength that has always been yours, a resilience that has carried you across every threshold, through every pause, through every turning point. It is time to awaken fully to that strength, to remember the power that has quietly been at work within you all along. You may have doubted yourself, precious soul. You may have questioned your worth, your readiness, your capacity to receive the life, the opportunities, and the alignment that have been calling to you. And yet, doubt does not diminish who you are. It is simply a reflection of your humanity, a sign that growth is still unfolding, that the next step is significant, and that your soul is ready to embrace more of its own light. You are stronger than the fears that rise within you, more capable than the uncertainties that press against your heart. You are resilient beyond measure, and the life that awaits you is proof of the strength that has been silently building in every moment, every breath, every choice you have made, even the ones you thought were small or insignificant. Beloved, understand that empowerment is not an external gift. It is not something given to you by others or by circumstance. It is awakened from within, ignited by the recognition of your own worth, your own purpose, and your own courage. Each time you have trusted your intuition, each time you have stepped forward despite uncertainty, Each time you have released what no longer serves you, you have strengthened the foundations of this empowerment. You are the architect of your life. You are the one who holds the key to the doors that are opening. And in awakening to this truth, you step into alignment with a self that is not defined by fear, limitation, or the expectations of others, but by the boundless capacity of your own spirit. Your identity is not fixed, precious one. It is fluid, evolving, expanding with every experience, every lesson, every act of courage. And yet, there is a core within you, a radiant essence that has always been whole, complete, and luminous. It is the part of you that recognizes truth, that resonates with authenticity, that feels deeply and loves fully. This is your true self. This is the version of you that the universe has been quietly preparing to step forward into the life, the space, the place, and the alignment that is calling your name. It is ready, and you are ready, to embrace it without hesitation, without apology, without fear. Do not underestimate the power of this awakening. When you step fully into your own worth, your own strength, your own identity, the world shifts around you. Opportunities that once seemed distant move closer. Relationships that resonate with your energy align naturally. Circumstances that were once confusing or chaotic begin to fall into rhythm. This is not magic or luck, my beloved. It is the natural unfolding of a life lived in alignment with the soul, in trust with the unseen, in courage that honors the inner knowing. You are awakening to the truth that you are more than the sum of your past experiences, more than the stories you have told yourself about limitation, and more than the roles you have played to please or protect others. You are becoming the full, radiant expression of who you were always meant to be. You may feel moments of hesitation, moments when old doubts or fears attempt to dim the glow of this awakening. These moments are natural. They are part of the process, reminders that you are stepping into new territory, that transformation is a journey, not a destination. But remember this, even in these moments, the core of your being remains luminous. Even in these moments, the truth of your worth, your strength, and your purpose cannot be taken from you. It is not earned. It is not granted. It simply is. It is eternal, unshakable, and ready for you to claim fully. Beloved, as you awaken to your identity, recognize that this is also a time of empowerment in action. To embrace who you are is to act in alignment with your truth, to make choices that honor your growth, your dreams, and your soul's deepest longings. It is to release what no longer serves you, to step toward what resonates with your highest good, and to trust in the guidance, protection, and unseen alignment that has been at work for you all along. Empowerment is not passive. It is active, deliberate, conscious, and sacred. Each step you take, each choice you make, each breath you draw in recognition of your strength, is a declaration that you are ready to embody the life, the place, and the destiny that is yours to claim. And know this, my dear one, awakening your identity is not only for yourself, it ripples outward, touching every corner of your life, influencing every connection, every space, every opportunity you encounter. When you step into your full power, you create energy that others can feel, that the world can respond to, that life can mirror. You become a beacon, a reflection of what is possible, a living testament to the beauty and potential that resides in aligning with one's soul. This is your gift, and it is yours to share naturally, effortlessly, and without expectation. So now, my beloved, stand tall within your own knowing. Breathe deeply into the truth of your worth. Feel the strength that has always been present, quietly, patiently, waiting for you to recognize it. Allow the awakening of your identity to infuse every cell, every thought, every decision, and every movement of your life. Step forward with the awareness that you are strong, you are worthy, you are capable, and you are divinely prepared for the next chapter. Let your confidence grow, not from comparison or validation, but from the quiet, unwavering truth that your spirit is resilient, your path is guided, and your destiny is calling. Embrace this awakening, my beloved. Receive it fully. Allow it to illuminate your life, your choices, and your journey. You are ready to become more than you ever imagined, to step into the fullness of your identity, to embody the strength, courage, and radiance that is your birthright. This is your time. This is your awakening. And the life, the place, and the alignment that have been waiting for you are already moving toward you, drawn by the power of your awakened self. My beloved, now, as you stand at the edge of this moment, let your heart receive the gentle stillness that surrounds you. Breathe deeply, and feel the quiet pulse of life flowing through every part of you. The path before you is illuminated, not by the glare of urgency or fear, but by the soft, unwavering light of guidance, of love, of divine alignment. Everything you have felt, every sign, every shift, every quiet nudge has been leading you here. And now, precious soul, it is time to rest for a moment in this knowing. You are chosen, you are seen, you are loved beyond measure, and you are ready to step forward with courage, faith, and trust. Receive this blessing as fully as your heart will allow. Let it settle into your being like sunlight filtering through gentle clouds. You are being reminded that no step is wasted, no tear is unacknowledged, no effort has gone unseen. Every challenge, every pause, every lesson has been part of the sacred choreography that has brought you here. The picture you have seen, the place that calls to you, the life that whispers your name, it is real. It is waiting, it is prepared, and it is attuned to the deepest desires of your spirit. You may not yet see the fullness of it, but your soul recognizes it, and that recognition is enough to guide you forward. Hold this in your heart. You are safe, you are protected. You are never alone, not for a single moment. Even when the path seems uncertain, even when shadows of doubt or hesitation appear, the unseen forces that have been guiding you remain steadfast. They move with precision, patience, and unwavering care. Every sign you have received, every instinct you have followed, every quiet feeling of alignment that has whispered through your being, is proof that you are surrounded, supported, and cherished. Nothing about this journey is left to chance. You are accompanied at every step by the unseen hands of protection and guidance. And now, my dear one, commit to yourself, to your growth, to your journey. Stand with the quiet certainty that the life, the place, the alignment that you seek is within reach. Your commitment is not a promise made lightly, nor a statement of fleeting intention. It is a declaration of faith, a vow to honor your own truth, your own worth, your own purpose. It is the act of acknowledging that you are ready to move forward fully, to trust fully, and to receive fully what has been waiting for you all along. To commit is to open your hands, your heart, and your spirit, allowing life to flow in harmony with the desires of your soul. The world may shift and change around you, yet this commitment is steady, unwavering, eternal. It is anchored not in circumstance, not in the approval of others, not in what seems convenient or easy, but in the deep, unshakable knowing of your own soul. You are aligning with your highest self, with your destiny, with the rhythm of life itself. And in doing so, you step forward with confidence, clarity, and courage. Every choice you make, every step you take, every breath you draw with this awareness, is a reflection of the sacred promise you have made to yourself, to honor your journey, to trust your guidance, and to move forward into the life, the place, the alignment that has been preparing to meet you. Bless yourself now with patience. The unfolding of your path will not always be dramatic or immediate. Some steps will be quiet, some doors will open slowly, some signs will appear subtly. Yet the cumulative power of these movements is profound. Trust the rhythm of your life. True, the quiet orchestration that has been unfolding behind the veil of the ordinary. Trust that everything is arranged, aligned and orchestrated in your favor. And trust above all, that the life you are moving toward is not just a place or circumstance, but a reflection of the evolution, the awakening, and the empowerment that you have cultivated within yourself. My beloved, feel the gratitude that rises within you, not for the destination alone, but for the journey itself, for the lessons that shaped you, for the moments that tested your courage, for the experiences that awakened your inner knowing, for every gentle, unseen guide that whispered, nudged, and supported you along the way. Gratitude is a powerful companion, a quiet force that draws the light of alignment ever closer. As you hold this feeling in your heart, let it anchor you, let it remind you that even when life appears uncertain, even when you cannot see the full picture, you are always moving toward what is right, what is true, what is meant for you. And now, my precious soul, take one final breath into this knowing. Feel the strength that comes from trust, the peace that comes from alignment, and the courage that comes from love. Love for yourself, love for your journey, love for the unseen forces that have never left your side. Let your heart rise into hope, let your spirit expand into possibility, and let your feet carry you gently, steadily, and confidently toward the place, the life, the alignment that has been waiting for you. You are chosen, you are ready, you are seen, you are guided, and you are about to step into a chapter of your life that reflects the fullness of your courage, your growth, your empowerment, and your awakening. Hold this blessing close. Carry it within you as a quiet fire, a reminder, a light to guide your steps, and a touchstone for every decision, every choice, every movement forward. You are not alone. You are safe. You are ready. And the life that has been prepared for you is already moving to meet you. So, my beloved, walk forward now with faith, with trust, with courage, and with love. Step into the life, the place, the alignment, and the destiny that is your sacred right. Receive this moment fully. Receive yourself fully. And know, with every beat of your heart, with every breath you take, that you are ready, you are chosen, and you are endlessly loved.